All right, what's up, y'all? I'm lafnotfamous, and Roman Reigns should never be world champion again. Now, hear me out, hear me out, hear me out. I know there's some people out there like, what? What do you mean? He's a face now. You know, we got the new Bloodline 2.0 story going on. He could do a whole redemption story. I understand all of that. And you're not incorrect. But here's the way I see it. Roman Reigns has had a very tumultuous run just as far as championships go. And I feel like a lot of people look at Roman Reigns and just only think of Tribal Chief, and they like to do a little. I forget what the term is. They forget on purpose. It's purposeful forget. Oh my gosh, selective memory. Damn, I don't know what else so hard for me to think of. Selective memory. A lot of people think of Roman Reigns and they say things are greatest of all time, and I understand it. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree, but I understand it. But then it comes to like, if we're talking about all time, Roman has had a lot of championship runs that he didn't need to have. And I feel like him being a face champion after just being a heel champion for 3-4 years wouldn't do much to help his case. He's already solidified as one of the greatest of all time. One of. You know, he had the greatest world championship run, or the longest, I'll say. I don't think it's the greatest, but he's had the longest, you know. And of the modern era, at least. And he has completely flipped his character from what it used to be. You know, the inroads that Roman Reigns has made with his character and him just his pure essence of a superstar, it's been amazing. And I don't want that to be messed up with him being a face again, and you have him win a championship back from, let's just say him and Cody switch roles. You know, I've heard that whole storyline being thrown around a little bit. If Cody was a heel later on in the future, way down the road, you know. But if Cody was a heel, Roman was a face, and they just flipped it. And then we had Roman beat Cody, and now Roman is a face champion. I don't think Roman needs it, you know. Giving Roman a championship run after the run he just had, it is not needed. You know, I'm sure it'll be welcomed by his fans because his fans will always want to see him win. But at the same time, it's like other people deserve championship runs, you know. And I don't think Roman's resume, if he were to retire today, he's good. You know, if Roman Reigns would say tomorrow on Raw, just come out and say, I'm done, it would be fine. He's done everything. He's done, close to everything. And the things that he hasn't done, it's really glossed over because of how long he was champion. You know, he beat everybody. I feel like I read something the other day, and it was like Roman only got pinned like 5 times or something crazy in this entire run in this company. And I'm like, it doesn't even make any sense. It's like he is one of the most protected superstars in the history of this company, arguably the most protected. You know. So in protection of him, if we're going to keep on protecting him from, I don't know what we're protecting him from, but if we're going to keep on doing that, leave this whole championship stuff alone. Roman Reigns needs to be able to tell a story without being a champion. He needs to be able to tell a story being on defense. This is why I'm kind of starting to understand where this Bloodline 2.0 thing is going. In the beginning, I wasn't really on board, and I'm really still not on board right now because I don't like Solo Sikoa and what the role they have him in. But if they're trying to tell the story of Roman finally being on the defensive and having no one to help him because he just spent 4 years terrorizing everybody, I think that's great. I saw the conversation being thrown, why did no one come out to help Roman when he was getting beat up? Roman has no allies. He has no friends. All his friends, he destroyed them. And all his family, he destroyed them too. So he has no one. And I think that if you harboring on that story, forget a championship, forget everything else, forget Cody. If you make a story of Roman having to deal with the consequences of 3 to 4 years of just mental and physical torture of everyone around him, you have an entirely different layer of the Bloodline story. Now, it looks like they're going that direction. I just don't know how slow that's going to go, you know what I'm saying? But I'm very interested to see that. And you can tell that story without Roman being champion. A lot of the stories, a lot of the big moments in Roman's run, he really didn't need to be champion, but he was already champion. So at that point, you had to just wait until the perfect moment, which happened to be WrestleMania 40. But even with the whole Rock stuff, whenever Rock comes back, Roman and Rock are going to do their thing. That doesn't have to be just, oh, we're fighting over the tribal chief. Roman and Solo are doing that now. You need to be able to add another layer to this the storyline. The storyline is very good. It's one of the greatest of all time. So you need to be able to make this not just a black and white kind of thing. I don't care to see Roman and Rock fight for the same thing that Roman and Solo are fighting for, that Solo and Jacob might fight for, that Tama and Solo might fight for. They're all fighting for the tribal chief. That's cool. But there needs to be something more than that to further progress the story. Most people, they see Rock and Roman in the ring and they don't care about a story. They're just like, oh, let's see the match. And I'm still very confused on what people expect from a Rock and Roman match. Because some people want it to be for a championship. And I'm like, wait a minute. Y'all know if the whole "we want Cody" hashtag didn't happen, or if it just didn't work, they just ignored it. And we just went through with Rock and Roman. Rock would have beat Roman at WrestleMania. No one's going to tell me anything different. And then this whole Bloodline 2.0 thing, it would be completely different. Rock would have beat Roman, and we would see an even more part-time Universal Champion in Rock. I don't care about the documentary. He was lying. Rock was capping throughout that whole documentary. Yeah, I invented WrestleMania 40, and I saw the crowd, and I told him, I was like, you know what? Let's just try something else. I have an idea. I'm like, Dwayne, shut up, bro. It was a great documentary, but he was capping, man. But it's just, this storyline has so much potential to be even bigger than what it already is. And throwing another championship on Roman or Solo, or anybody for that matter, or at least the main three, in saying Rock, Roman, and Solo. I don't think Jacob is a main character yet. Actually, no, he might be. Because I like him a lot more than I like Solo. I wish Jacob was in Solo's position. I would be so much more interested in that, you know what I'm saying? But it's whatever. But yeah, just Roman being champion anymore is not needed to continue the storyline. It's not needed to progress what the Bloodline are going to do in the future. Roman's going to be, he already has it, He came out, he returned. It was like he had the championship. You can't even tell. He's already acquired all of the attribute points. He's a 99 overall. It's over. He doesn't need to be put no more stats on him. He's good. He has all the badges, all 77. He's good, So at this point, just focus on telling stories. Don't worry about championships and stats and all that stuff. That stuff is temporary. The family, the blood, that is forever. And if you can harbor on that, you got yourself an entirely new layer of a Bloodline story that is going to work. To me, I think it's going to work wonders. I see people trying to figure out if Roman and Solo goes first or Roman and Jacob goes first. I didn't think Jacob and Roman were going to interact that quickly. Like, Jacob coming out surprised the hell out of me. I didn't think we were going to see a Roman and Jacob collision until like way after this whole Solo stuff was over, So I'm assuming Roman and Solo have a match of Bad Blood. That's the way I would do it. The show's called Bad Blood, so I mean that's a slam dunk. You know what I'm saying? Then it gets to like who wins that match. You know what I'm saying? Because then I feel like if Solo goes out there and beats Roman, I think you open up another door. If Roman beats Solo, the storyline ends. And then Roman would just go back on course with Cody or something like that. If Solo beats Roman, I think that adds another layer to it. As much as I would hate that, because I'm not a big fan of Solo, and I want Roman to destroy him. But if Solo were to beat Roman, you have an entirely different redemption era that you have to get Roman to get Jimmy back, because we don't know what side Jimmy's on really. Jay is on Raw dancing around with Rhea Ripley. He don't care about nothing. So that's another layer. How is Roman going to get Jay back on track? I see so many people, they're like fantasy booking Survivor Series. Oh, Roman gets the OG bloodline together, gets 2.0. Has anyone explained to me how Roman's going to get Jay back on the side? Jay might be the hardest one to get. Sammy don't care. You know what I'm saying? Even if they put Cody in that spot, Cody don't care. Jimmy he's teetering. Jay's going to be the hardest person to get back on Roman's side. I need more people to harbor in on that. I might make a separate video about that. I don't even know how he's going to do that. Jay's life is fine. You know what I'm saying? He about to be a real. He eating this stuff on Raw. He has nothing to do with the bloodline stuff anymore, and he's better off for it. So I don't know, but yeah, Roman Reigns does not need to be champion ever again. And if you keep a championship off of him for the rest of his career, I guarantee you'll be able to tell much better stories of just him. You know, we already seen Roman as a champion multiple times. Let's see Roman with no championship, with no family, with no friends, and see how he fights back from that. You know, we always see Roman on the offense. We very rarely see Roman on the defense. So here's their chance right now. But y'all let me know in the comments down below how you guys feel about it. If you like the video, subscribe. If you're new, subscribe. If you have not already, comment down below what kind of video you want me to do next. Stay safe, drink water. I love you guys. Praise God. And I will see you in the next video. Acknowledge the original tribal chief.